Tamron Hall has captured the hearts of millions with her magnetic personality, radiant smile, and passion for connecting with others on her talk show. She is a beloved daytime TV host, but her life has been anything but easy. Behind the cheerful facade, Hall has faced numerous heartbreaking setbacks that have shaped her into the strong and resilient person we see today. From the tragic loss of her sister to the loss of her close friend, the music icon Prince, Tamron Hall's life is a reflection of both sorrow and success. Let's take a closer look at the extraordinary life of Tamron Hall. A tragic loss: Tamron Hall's sister Reanetta's violent death. In 2004, Tamron Hall's life took a dark turn when her sister Reanetta was found dead in a pool at her home. Reanetta had been brutally beaten, and the killer was never apprehended. The heartbreaking event was further complicated by Reanetta's history of relationships with violent men, making it all the more difficult for Hall and their family to process. As Hall herself admitted in an emotional interview with Forbes, the tragedy wasn't something they knew how to talk about, and the grief was not properly addressed. Looking back, Hall questioned her role in Reanetta's life and whether there was more she could have done to protect her sister. Hall recalled a moment when she walked into Reanetta's room to find it in disarray, with a man present who claimed no involvement in the injuries Reanetta had suffered. Tamron kicked the man out but admitted that she should have done more, like calling the police and encouraging her sister to press charges. Hall confessed her disappointment in not taking stronger action at the time, which was a decision she would later regret. The friendship with Prince, a heartfelt bond that still echoes. While Tamron Hall has endured unimaginable personal tragedies, her life has also been marked by moments of joy and meaningful friendships. One of her closest friends was the legendary musician Prince. Their bond went beyond the superficial, as both shared a deep love for music, family, and the current affairs of the world. Prince even used a selfie of Hall as the cover image for his 2015 release, If I Could Get Your Attention, a beautiful testament to their friendship. When Prince passed away, Hall was understandably devastated. In an emotional tribute on social media, she wrote, "Like a bird without a song, I've lost one of my best friends today." In interviews, Hall shared that she had spoken to Prince shortly before his untimely death, and she never imagined it would be their last conversation. To Hall, Prince was more than just a musical icon. He was a compassionate person who sought to challenge the inequities in the music industry, a sentiment that only made Hall cherish their relationship even more. Infertility struggles and the dream of parenthood. Tamron Hall's journey to motherhood was not an easy one. For years, she struggled with infertility, trying to conceive in her 30s with no success. She'd underwent fertility treatments, but they didn't work. After hitting a wall, Hall decided to take a break from the process. Years later, when she entered her 40s, Hall decided to give motherhood another try. This time, however, the stakes were higher, and the challenges seemed insurmountable. In an interview with People, Hall discussed how her experience at the fertility clinic was starkly different during her 40s. Previously, she had approached the process with hope and optimism, but now her chances of conceiving seemed even slimmer. Hall admitted she didn't want to reveal the pregnancy publicly at first, fearing the emotional toll it would take if she lost the baby. But against the odds, Hall successfully became pregnant at the age of 48. The joy of motherhood, a healthy baby boy. Tamron Hall's story of fertility struggles ended on a high note. In 2019, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Moses. While Hall initially didn't want to know the baby's sex, she eventually gave in and cried when the doctor revealed it was a boy. She had secretly hoped for a girl, and Hall couldn't help but imagine herself dressing her daughter in fashionable clothes like she did when she was younger. It was a bittersweet moment for the TV host, as her dreams of a little girl seemed to drift away. Still, Hall embraced the joy of motherhood with open arms. Her journey had been long and filled with heartache, but the birth of Moses gave her a renewed sense of purpose and happiness. Despite the challenges, she found herself looking forward to her new life as a mother, embracing the changes that came with it. A heartbreaking departure from the Today Show. In 2017, Tamron Hall made a decision that left many of her fans shocked and confused. She abruptly ended her contract with NBC News and The Today Show. Despite her success and popularity as a host, Hall made the difficult choice to step away from the show. The details surrounding her departure remain vague, but Hall has admitted that leaving was a decision that broke her heart. "It was tough," she said, "but ultimately, it was the right one." In an interview with Closer Weekly, Hall revealed that her departure wasn't due to a lack of understanding her own worth, but rather because others failed to recognize it. She also hinted at feeling undervalued by the network, especially when her time slot on The Today Show was replaced by Megyn Kelly. Despite her long-standing relationship with the show, Hall felt disrespected by the way the situation was handled. For Hall, the decision wasn't easy, but it became clear that leaving was the best course of action for her personal and professional growth. In hindsight, Hall has expressed that stepping away from the show was the right decision, even if it was incredibly painful. "It was tough, but there was no other choice to make," she told Closer Weekly. She later revealed that although it was difficult to leave, she knew she had to follow her instincts and step into a new chapter of her life. Reflecting on her departure in later interviews, Hall shared that she never expected her career to take such a turn, and in many ways, she felt like she was in a fog. "I thought, wow, is this how it goes down?" she recalled. Yet she came to realize that sometimes letting go of what feels like a secure thing allows space for something even better to emerge. She emphasized the importance of perseverance and following one's heart. Tamron's departure was not just a career move. It was a pivotal moment of self-realization, and she embraced the belief that it's not a setback, it's a setup for something else. Moving on, embracing new opportunities and challenges. In the years following her departure from The Today Show, Tamron Hall has embraced new opportunities and challenges. While she initially struggled with the uncertainty of her decision, Hall has found peace in knowing that leaving the show was the right choice for her. Reflecting on her resignation, she shared with People, "I was in a fog. I thought, wow, is this how it goes down?" Not knowing that something better was right there. You've just got to persevere. In many ways, Hall's decision to leave the network was a turning point in her life. She reminded herself of the saying from her Southern roots, "It's not a setback, it's a setup for something else." Tamron has continued to be a force in the television world and beyond, staying true to her values and her vision for the future. A legacy of strength, resilience, and compassion. Tamron Hall's life is a testament to the power of resilience, strength, and compassion. She has faced personal tragedies that would have broken many, yet she continues to rise above them. From the loss of her sister to the unexpected passing of Prince and the struggles of infertility, Hall has handled every challenge with grace and determination. She serves as a reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope for something better on the other side. Tamron Hall's journey has not been without its hardships, but it has been filled with moments of triumph and strength. She is a beloved TV host, a friend, a mother, and a woman who has found a way to persevere and thrive, no matter the obstacles she's faced. Her story is an inspiration to anyone who has faced hardship, showing that it's possible to keep moving forward with courage and conviction. Well, there you have it. Tamron Hall's incredible journey of triumph, tragedy, and transformation. If you enjoyed this roller coaster ride of emotions, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, because who doesn't love a good story? Hit that subscribe button or you might miss out on more juicy tales. And remember, if you're not laughing, you're probably just crying. But that's okay. We've got you covered. Catch you in the next one.